Hello, everyone. So I will wait until y'all start coming in. I know I'm starting early, but I'm also starting late. Hello. What's up, Rebels? How y'all feeling? I am so late. I know. That's what happens. Hey, y'all. Let me get up on YouTube so I can see who's who. How y'all doing? So I felt as though we should have a discussion as black women because it seems to me like some people like to get their wires crossed. And this comes from a conversation that was had earlier. So I'm just going to go on ahead and get started. So this was a conversation that was had earlier, based on the fact that that chick Koya had she did a video earlier. Shout out to that chick Koya. Y'all should go check her out. She got good content. Um, so she had this conversation earlier in regards to how Funky Dineva responded to OG, the young lady. What's up, Christina? Thank you. That's my Eminem style until I change it to the gray. I gotta do it tomorrow because the damn head hurt. Um, but this was a conversation that I felt I needed to get off my chest because it is to the point where we as black women are always demonized and attacked by some black men, particularly some gay black men that choose to think it is okay to put on wigs and prance around and represent, it's supposed to represent us. And I'm stuttering right now because I'm trying to be politically correct. Hey, Koya, yeah, I did because I was late, actually. I was late. Unless y'all want me to start later on. If y'all want me to start later on, y'all got things to do. Hit me up in the comments, let me know. Um, my son in the background is doing the dishes, so if y'all hear a lot of banging, that's what y'all hear. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Um, but I feel as though it's time to get this off our chest as far as black women are concerned. Now, I'm not going to sit up there and bash the gay community. I always say I'm not bashing the gay community at all, whatsoever. Um, it just aggravates the hell out of me as to the fact that it is so normalized that we're being mistreated and misrepresented. And when it comes down to how we feel, nobody wants to respect us. Like, it makes no sense. So, why should we have to be curved and respect the fact that gay men call us fish? Hey, Sawabi Boo. All right, great. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Um, what's up, Philly kid? Um, so it pisses me off fully, 100%. It does. It does. And I support gay men. I do. I support all LGBT. But it pisses me the fuck off because of the simple fact that Y'all come around and y'all disrespect us and y'all treat us like shit, and then we not supposed to say nothing. Or when we respond, it's always treated as, oh, it's homophobic, or oh, it's a gay this, or oh, they're attacking gay people. That's not the case. That's not it. And I'm gonna need for y'all, in my opinion, to stop trying to do that shit towards us. Like, stop with the bullshit. Like, y'all are disrespectful. Some of y'all, some of y'all are very fucking disrespectful. And I know plenty of gay men that don't disrespect black women like that. So why do y'all think that it's okay? Now, this is particularly a conversation that I chose to want to have, piggybacking off of Koya, what she had earlier, what she said earlier. And it irritates the shit out of me that Funky Dineva, who is also a bigger YouTuber, who made his name and his brand and his personality off of dressing like women. And he's black. And he's disrespecting OG. And he's saying he's not, but the things that he's saying about her are like, it's whack as fuck. You know what I mean? It's like completely whack. So I watched the interview. Well, not an interview, but I watched the video. And I did not like the fact that he was saying, based on his opinion, how black women are supposed to be acting. You're not, although you're black and you're gay, and that's fine, but you're not a black woman. Hey, Empress Queen. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? And I did ask Koya earlier um, to join us in a few minutes, but anybody can come up here, basically. And we also have, I have to text Azalea and let her know I'm live, but I did tell her that as long as my StreamYard does not crash my laptop, I would basically, I would basically be showing her video that she has. A lot of us know Azalea Music from just being in the chat. There was an issue that she had where some weak YouTuber, I'm not going to mention her name, but we know who she was, basically lied on Azalea and had her mixed up with somebody else. I'm not going to get into that, but I just felt like it's time that, we surround her with love and support her, especially when she supports everybody. So I don't know about the rest of these content creators as far as outside of the ones, that we're all together. Philly Kid's a content creator, Koya's a content creator, um, and actually Christina. Shout out to Christina, my mom. She is now starting her own channel. So I will be posting that info, you know, a lot to support her because she supports me. But I feel as though we need to support each other. And where to start but here. You know what I mean? So, Philly Kid said, I don't understand the disrespect gay men give black women when they are trying to be black women. Thank you, Philly. That's my problem. That's my issue right there. So some of y'all already know because I've gotten almost 600 watches, not on the rest of my videos, but specifically on the drama videos. So I appreciate that. Either way it goes, still publicity. Um, and y'all have gone, and some of y'all have followed me. I am now at 100, 607 subscribers, so I appreciate it. And I got a lot of them, at least half of them, just basically, well, off of my personality, which is why y'all came and stayed and subscribed. But y'all came over here originally because of the drama that I had with the two gay guys, who I won't be mentioning their names because they not gonna get no clicks and views off of me. So they disrespected me. They disrespected another YouTuber, Black T Blog, who was actually their friend. They disrespected her. called her out her name, called me out my name, lied on me, said all types of shit. Um, they were gonna do a follow-up video after my last video. I guess they chose not to because I let them know that they gave me clicks and views. And if you watch that video, you will hear my phone going off the entire time. Those were followers and subbies that were new to my channel. They were new to my Instagram, all from them. Appreciate it. Seems to me that shit backfired on y'all motherfuckers, huh? Y'all mad about that. I understand it. But I do not understand and I will never understand. And I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends tell me to back off and don't say anything about that community because you're basically gonna get attacked. I've been attacked my entire life. At this point, that shit is above me. I'm gonna speak how I feel. I'm gonna say what I wanna say. And they can accept it or they cannot accept it. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but maybe 2, 3 years ago, Neek at Night was being called a fish by the gay community. And as soon as she responded, well, they drag her a lot. They drag her a lot for different things. But as soon as she responded to it, it was, oh, she's being homophobic and racial slurring and this, that, and the third. But they did not express the fact that they originally started this. All she asked was for her not to be called that. Do not appropriate us in such a manner that you will call us women, actual women now, born and raised on the birth certificate, okay? And this is not shots, this is actual facts, all right? That you will call us fish. You will call us bitch. You will call us out our name. But then the moment that we do it to you, it's not right. That one sided shit, I ain't with it. I'm not with it. No, I'm not. I'm not with it at all. So the reason why I wrote the title of the importance of, protecting black women from black men is specifically for that. If you walk and talk like you're a woman and you're black and you attack us like that, we have all right to attack your ass back. We don't have to attack your manhood. We don't have to attack your gay pride. You be who you are genuinely. But for you to expect the same respect that you do not give to us, that's the shit that I'm not with. That's what I'm speaking against. If you don't want to be disrespected as a gay community, do not disrespect us as black women. A lot of y'all get what you get where we come from. Like black men would not be here if it wasn't for black women giving birth to them. Am I lying? Y'all would not have the style that y'all have as gay men, being however you want to be, if it wasn't for black women. Am I lying? Not one time would y'all be able to walk around here and then some of y'all overexert the way that y'all act towards us. Y'all overexert it. Like a lot of us women do not act and walk like that. We do not do all of that. So it irritates me. It really does. I can be amongst gay people and feel no kind of way. I grew up with y'all. I grew up around y'all. What I refuse to deal with though is if I have to respect you as a black woman and respect your comfort zone and respect the fact that you want to be who you want to be, then that's fine. But you need to give us the same respect. That's all I ask. Give us the same respect. Exactly. And started making fun of her and trolling her for no like just because she told them she didn't want to be called that. And they did it to piss her off. T.S. Madison did it. And I used to watch T.S. Madison. I used to laugh at her. I used to think she was a kiki. But when she started doing that, I stopped supporting her. Because if you treat that girl like that, I'm a black woman. I'm proud to be a black woman. You want to treat me like that too. It's not okay. Hey, Belita. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so it's a headache. It's really a headache. And like I said, I'm piggybacking off of Koya's conversation because she's the one that originally did this video. And I came up on her StreamYard and she gave me an idea to talk about it. So, Koya, I dropped the link for you. If anybody else wants to come up here, we're basically going to do a just get to know each other panel type of thing. Express how we feel about this situation. We do not have to disrespect each other. We do not have to disrespect their community. We just need to express how we feel about the situation. And that's what it's going to be. And then later on, I'm going to try to bring up Azalea Music and her video. Let me hit her up now. And I'll try and play her video on here so y'all can see her music for yourselves. So, if y'all want to come and join the stream, that's fine. This was like a last minute thing. I was going to do a video on something else. I also want to do a little comedy panel, with a bunch of comedians, people that are probably known and people that are not known, so we could just sort of like comedy trivia. I really don't want to put too much out there because people like to steal people's content. Oh, there you go, Koy.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah. Let me I had to mute the other chat that was in the back. But pretty much what I want to say is that I feel like a lot of people in the gay community, I guess because at the same time we're still dealing with men, and men in general feel like they like to control. And I feel like even with trans women, when they come over to the Black women's side, they are telling us what we need to do and telling us how we should feel, because I just don't like how, for me, trans women say that, oh, we should be able to be called biological women because there are women that can't have kids. And I feel like that is so insensitive, because some women that can't have kids, it's not, oh, I just can't have kids, so that's the reason why we should be a part of it. I'm like, no, that's heartbreaking. They go through so much turmoil trying to process that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like a loss for them and everything. It's not the same. Especially some of them go through fertility treatment. But I feel like as a woman, why, and I don't see this not, and I have that question, how come the trans men don't do this to actual biological men? I don't see that happening on their side at all. That's why I want to know, why is it on the women's side? Why are we being told, like, I understand about being respectful, but it's like, why is it that we have to, some of them are trying to take over our spaces and put themselves in ours. And I'm like, we have different fights. I don't understand everything that you're going through. Why is it that you can't just have your side the same way I have my side? Because there's things that I face when I go to the doctors. There's things that you don't know that I experience or whatever. It's not the same.
Right. And that's kind of what irritates me as a Black woman, because of the simple fact that and it's not just the Black community. Don't think that I'm not attacking nobody. I'm not attacking y'all at all. I know they're gonna drag me. It's all right. I'm cool with it.
I mean, I don't care about them dragging, because it's the truth. People don't want to have this conversation. It's like, we have feelings too. We have things that, it's not right to sit here and say, oh, Black women, you guys need to talk to Black men and check their bias. It's like, what the hell? We have nothing to do with what Black men deal with. Just because you want him to recognize you as a woman because he wants to sleep around with who he wants, we don't have control over that. We don't have control over what they're doing. Address these men directly and tell them they need to stop killing, doing all those type of the killings, the stigmas. That's them. Have a conversation with them, not, oh, it's black women now. I'm like, usually men do that in general. I'm like, you guys used to be black men.
Right.
And you're doing exactly what you guys do as black men. You'll point it at the black woman and be like, it's your fault.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed.
Yeah, it's the truth. We're always blamed. We get more slack than any other race of women. And then as soon as something happens to them, we have to stand up and we have to be there for them.
Yeah, because
around them.
Exactly, because I had to talk to my friend about that, because I was like, I understand about, what I'm saying, advocating and everything like that, but I'm like, are these same people going to advocate for you as well when it's time for you, that you're going through different things? Are they stepping in and doing the same thing for you versus you just being the attack dog? Because that's what I don't like. I don't like for people to use you as, oh, you came after a trans person, you're being transphobic, now you're over here going at them. And I'm like,
right. I specifically remember I was like 18, 19, and I had a gay female friend and a gay male friend. And a gay male friend, he was taking hormones and everything, and it didn't bother me at all. It did not bother me. When people would come out the woodworks and say the F word and everything like that, I'd be ready to fight.
right.
He's who he is. Does not matter how you feel. Your how you feel is your opinion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then when it came down to me being disrespected, he would sit there and he would laugh. And his whole thing would be, I'm not laughing at you, Tiff, because I'm laughing at the things that you're saying in response. And my main focus to him was, you got to understand, even though I can defend myself, it is aggravating as hell to sit here and be ready to fight over somebody calling you out your name because of how you chose to live your life as a man. But you don't act that way towards me. And I'm not saying for you to go out there and fight everybody and nothing like that. What I'm saying is the same way that I defend you in your community should be the same way you defend us in ours. It should also be the same way that you do not disrespect us. You want us to categorize how you feel. You want us to understand how you feel. And a lot of us do. And there are a lot of us that don't.
Yeah.
But it's the simple fact of, you got to put out what you want in return. You got to treat people the same way that you want to be treated.
Right.
And if you're sitting up here and a woman is telling you not to call her a fish or not to call her certain words, for you to say, well, I'm going to call you that shit anyway, bitch. It is what it is. That's where it comes to the common grounds of, so why the fuck should we defend you?
Yeah, because it's just like you, and even T.S. Madison, she's all about, oh, I'm a trans advocate, I'm all of this kind of stuff, but I'm like, baby, you showing out, you coming at us, and I'm just sitting here like everybody else says, why does everybody else get cute names but we get fish? We got the girls, we got the queens, we got the what's the other names that they give them? Girls, queens. Girls is called, I think the gay men are called girls. Trans women are called, isn't it queens?
I think so. I'm not privy to the lingo.
Yeah, it's usually that, but everybody else has like cute names, but for us we get fish.
Yeah. They tell us we're not queens.
So that's why I said something don't seem right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that, I'm sorry, it's not out of a place of love. Like, you're not gonna fool me. Like, I'm like.
Right. Philly said if they feel that way, then the F word is fair game. I feel that way. If you could call me out my name and disrespect me with ease, don't start that hatred stuff when I drop that F bomb on you. Because it is.
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, I feel like fish is just like, and some gay men, they will call you a fish and it's meant to hurt your feelings. They will say it and be spiteful, because I've heard them say it. They'll say, oh, you fish, you fish market ass. They will say that. It ain't no term of endearment, because a lot of them, was sitting here like a lot of the gays, yeah, they be shady as hell to each other. And they damn sure shady as hell to actual, biological women. And I already know everybody talking about cisgender and all that other kind of stuff. I just don't co-sign with the cisgender. I mean, I haven't done my research or whatever with that. I just never understood it. That was something new. I was like, why are you calling it cisgender? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother thing that I'm not well versed about.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I just get real fed up. Like I said, I've known many gay guys, and they've been feminine gay guys. I've given my clothes that I couldn't fit no more to gay men who chose to dress like women.
Right.
You do what you want. That's not
Exactly. Do what you want.
yeah,
That's not the problem. It's just like y'all disrespect is the problem.
Thank you. And he would drink, and he would see me, and you bitch this, you bitch that, I'll beat your ass this, and I'll do this to you, and I'll do that to you. And then the next day, he'd be like, well, bitch, why you not talking to me? You don't remember the disrespect you sent my way last night?
And they think it's so normal because it's been normalized to talk to women like that, pretty much. It's been so normalized by them to say this that if a woman was to be like, don't say that to me, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be taken back by it because nobody ever told them. I'm not playing this shit. Like, don't do that or whatever. That ain't
I
no
think that's
place.
what Nick did.
Yeah, Nick was saying, I don't know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you call me a bitch, that's because I know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and her friends, but don't have no random person call me no bitch. Like, that ain't cool. I'm not messing with that. I
Right.
don't even let regular people call me no bitch. I don't play that shit. I be like, girl, I don't know your ass. Don't do that.
Right. Now y'all hear me a lot, and y'all gonna continue to hear me say the bitch word. I'm not calling anybody a bitch unless I'm directing it towards them. This is the way that I grew up. This is how I speak. This is my lingo. I'm from the hood. This is my lingo. The N word. That's my lingo. That's where I
Mm-hmm.
come from. That's what was used. So it's normal to us in New York. But we do not let other races call us that. And as a black man, whether you're gay, straight, or indifferent, for you to call us out our name, understand it's fair game when we call y'all out yours.
Yeah.
I've said that F word to straight men. I said it. I own it. I said it. I sure have. I've said it when gay men have disrespected me and talked about me as a mother. They love to talk about a female's cootie cat. They love to talk about us single women. I have responded with that word. And then I've also gotten to the point lately where the first thing out of my mouth when they disrespect me, I know how to drag y'all back. But my thing is, I always say, you 2 seconds from me saying that F word, you keep talking, keep pushing the narrative of disrespect towards me, and I'm gonna drop that line. And the first thing come out their mouth is, "Oh, you're homophobic." I can't be homophobic. I'm raising a son who is considering himself bisexual.
Yeah. And
So
that's true. Because it's like a lot of them feel like like you said, like, oh, they'll say all this, oh, you're biphobic, you're biphobic, you're transphobic, you're all of these, but what is this shit called for women when you phobic of damn women? You know what I'm saying? Or you phobic of damn straight people? Or that pisses you off because, and I noticed that even I feel like it's competition with a lot of trans women as well. I feel like some of them view us as competition. It's not like, oh, we're a community. And I feel like even the LGBT community, a lot of them don't even deal with each other. They're just looped together, but they don't deal with each other at all because the white gays do not mess with the black gays like that. And then you have bisexual women or lesbians don't deal with bisexual women. They don't like them like that because they feel like they flip flop too much and their feelings will get hurt because it's a chance they'll run back to the dude or something like that. They don't like that. And who else is it? And even there's masculine gays that don't like feminine gays. Because I've actually had friends like that. They do not mess with the feminine gays. They don't like it. They feel like they don't play that.
right. It's
So
like
it's not.
it's like their community is also separated or segregated.
Yeah, it's separated. It's not really a togetherness, and nobody has that real conversation. But you'll see other gay people say, "I'm not a part of the LGBT community because I feel like it's fake," you know. And even I seen it. I see it where even some other gays have spoke up and said that it's not right how you guys are treating as far as women. I don't agree with all these different type of things that you guys are naming and stuff. So it's just kind of like I feel like if it goes too far as with trans people, I feel like soon it's gonna be to a point where what some want to take away gender reveal parties, they want to take away identifying a mother that can give birth. Because now I feel like they're gonna say like men with penises can give birth or something like that. That's like they're gonna start coming up with a way for trans people to put a baby inside of them. I really, just stuff like that. And then they'll say like, oh, anybody can give birth now. Now you guys can't say a mother or whatever like that. It's crazy. I don't it's so much going on.
It's like a catch-22. It's like a damn if you do, damn if you don't. But
yeah,
I am now to the point with straight men as well. If you cannot defend Black women, don't question our loyalty towards y'all. Right. We have all right to say you didn't defend us when we were beat on. You didn't defend us when gay people were attacking us, when they put their hands on us. Like to sit out here and see gay men think that it is okay to tell a woman they're gonna beat her ass or to want to beat on her.
Yeah, I've seen that. And then I do see the rhetoric of T.S. Madison asked this, is it okay for a trans woman to beat on a biological woman if it's a gang of them beating on them? I'm like, I don't like this narrative that, that you're pushing. Obviously, defend yourself, like any other person. But in general, like if it's you, like a trans woman and another woman, they're not equal because it's still a man that can, F that girl up. Because if a trans woman hits you, it's going to be a dude. It's still a dude that's going to put the strength and, can basically bash your skull in because men have different strength than women. I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
it is.
I mean,
it is. And this is, like I said, I didn't do this video to attack the gay community at all whatsoever. Like I said, I got gay friends and they understand where I'm coming from 100%. They understand it fully. My main focus is I need y'all to stop disrespecting us.
Yeah, it just needs to stop.
Yeah, like a lot of y'all get y'all culture from us. So for y'all to disrespect us, it's like a slap in the fucking face. It's like, so why am I supporting you if you can't support me? If you can't show me that respect? Hey, down the rabbit hole. Like, why can't we just become one?
Right.
Why can't we support each other and call it a day? It's too much. It really honestly is. It's way entirely too much. And at this point, I'm just to the point where I'm like, yo, don't look for me. Do not look for me. If I don't know you personally, do not look for me to defend you and think that it is okay for you to disrespect and do all this type of stuff. Because I'm going to have something to say. That's just.
And you know what else too? I feel like it's wrong that you have a lot of gay Black men that will perpetuate a negative stereotype about Black women, like the ratchet nails, the the colorful wigs. Then you have the ghetto accent and the ghetto demeanor. And it's just kind of like, but they make money off of this and build their career on it. But at the end of the day, who does it hurt? It hurts Black women because this is what you have been doing so long. And it's just like I said, a lot of Black women are the butt end of the joke a lot of times. And we're just supposed to sit here and laugh at this. You know what I'm saying? Laugh at it. We're supposed to just take it. And I'm just like, none of this is not endearment.
It's not.
Like, what other race does this? I don't see white guys dressing up as white women and being like, I don't see it. Parodies on here. I mean, shoot, somebody can point that out on me, but I don't see them doing that. And I'm just sitting here like, it's not okay, and it hasn't been okay because there's a lot of people that have called this out about that.
Right.
And you'll never see them speak up about Black women's rights. You'll never see any of these guys defend Black women, protect Black women. They will not retweet or anything about Black women. But they damn sure make coins off of perpetuating this negative stereotype about them and equating them as being a man.
True. That is the truth. And I'm just getting real sick of it. So if it's a conversation that y'all want us to have as far as protecting y'all and defending y'all, then y'all should be able to understand where we come from and stop deflecting. That pisses me off too. Stop deflecting. Own your shit. That's it. People always deflecting, especially a lot of Black men. Not saying all, I'm saying some. A lot of Black men love to deflect and how they feel on us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting sick of that shit. Every time we stand up, I was just in Black T Blog's comments and I'm still getting responses off of what I said. And I'm going to answer every last fucking one of them responses, period. Because I said what I said. And my point is, it is okay for y'all to demonize us Black women. But you came from Black women. Your culture comes from Black women. Your culture comes from Black men if you're straight men or if you're not in our culture. So you can't tell us how to feel. You can't respond to us in a negative manner and then start victimizing yourself as soon as we respond back to you in a negative manner. That's what's going to happen. You call me a bitch, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I'm gonna talk about your feminine ways. I'm gonna talk about everything. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're gay.
Right. It's nothing to do with. Exactly. I'm like, I don't have a problem with your gayness. I don't have a problem with you being trans. I don't have a problem with you being any type of thing that you are. It's just that why isn't there, respect both ways, and as well as calling out the hypocrisy that we see. It's a big hypocrisy. And I just am sitting here like a lot of women, what I'm saying, they avoid these topics because they know how the gay community will come after them. They'll sit here and drag them and put, instead of addressing what we're saying. We're saying, hey, this is happening to us. Why? You know what I'm saying? But all you do is go in attack mode versus addressing and listening. But then on our end, we're supposed to be sitting here and listening, you know what I'm saying, with intently and understanding what they're saying. It's like it works both ways. You need to listen as well, not just start throwing shit at me.
Thank
Conversation with, yeah.
Right. Appreciate you, baby doll. Thank you. I just felt there was a discussion that we needed to have, and I wanted to have it. Well, I was piggybacking off of Koya's video earlier because she did a video on Funky Dineva. That goddamn name, that name in itself is a mess. But she did a video off of Funky Dineva, and give me a second, Philly, and matter of fact, you could go on ahead and you could talk about it, Koya. You could put it out there about your video.
Okay, so basically, Funky Dineva gave his review of Basketball Wives, and he was talking about the colorism in reference to OG that she experienced on there. He already started off very disingenuous. He said, "I'm so annoyed with this conversation about colorism and and pertaining to Basketball Wives. And I know that, we need to have this discussion in Nigeria, but I'm just kind of annoyed." Okay, first off, click off. You didn't need to have that conversation. Then after that, he goes and defends and says that none of the women on Basketball Wives, he doesn't believe they're racist, and he doesn't believe that they're colorist either. And he thinks that pretty much OG, her real problem is that she's in the Western world. She doesn't know how to fit in, and pretty much she's just not a part of the pretty girl and mean girl clique. And basically, probably has trauma from being dark skinned, and and he doesn't see anything any type of colorism that has happened on basketball wise. He does not see it. So in the midst of it, talking about this, he drags OG and he says, the Funky Dineva said, OG, you look better in your natural form without all the wigs and weaves and everything like that. You will look better with your African outfits on. And you need to take off that damn white women straight hair weave looking like Shrek and Fiona.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he said. Hey, Philly. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cleaning off a little area to put my.
I was like, Shrek. I said, okay. So how are you talking about the girl that's talking about her experience in colorism, and here you are defending a Latina woman, Shawnee Colors O'Neal, Chrissy, Damon, what's her other ones? All the rest of them, and you're
Everlane.
not holding any of them accountable.
Right.
None of them.
Not
He
one.
didn't have any type of conversation about all the past members saying they've experienced colorism themselves. They've come out and said it. Royce, he didn't have anything. He just pretty much just said, oh, basically, he just pretty much summed it up and said, oh, geez, pretty much in your head. You're just not used to America. And Funky Dineva says that as well, that Latina women may feel better than black women, but he says it's only because the world tells them that, and he doesn't fault them. So, and he doesn't fault light skinned women for feeling like they're better than dark skinned women either, because that's what the world tells them.
Right.
So he has no issue with it. He said, I can't get mad.
Well, hell, he can get mad at racism then, if that's the case.
Say it again, bro. Say it again. Sorry, y'all. I'm having issues right now because I can't find my stand.
You good? Yeah. I just couldn't understand like why would Funky Dineva even say that? And I'm gonna be saying this: Funky Dineva is a dark skin. He's darker than OG, and he looks. I mean, to me, he's not attractive, but you know, he's skinny. He's very feminine, and he wears these white woman weaves as well, and they don't fit his skin tone. So I mean, he's basically calling the pot, what do you call it? Calling the pot kettle black. He's calling his damn self. He's talking about his damn self. Because that's what I was laughing about. I said, aren't you talking about yourself? You're talking about OG, but I really think you're talking about yourself.
But you know what though? So this is what I think about gay men, right? And their problem with you black and their problem with black women, right? What? No, I'm talking on this. Yeah, I'm talking to my son. That's what I'm talking to. You think I'm talking to him, but I'm talking to you guys.
Oh, I can't get this camera to save my life.
But all right, so I think that the problem is that a lot of gay men were sexually abused when they were younger, right? I think that's where like a lot of the gayness comes from.
Some
And
of
I
them do say that, yes. Some of
right.
them, a lot of them admit that.
And I think that they blame their mother for not protecting them from that situation, right? So they take that anger out on black women as a representation of their mother not protecting them. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It does. It makes hella sense. A lot of sense. But if that does not get where I'm coming from, I'm just gonna have to hold this because this is very aggravating. Get where I'm coming from, okay? If it comes down to you having an issue with the fact that black women, whatever your issue is, if it comes down to your mom, that's your mom. That ain't got nothing to do with all black women as a whole. Why do I have to be disrespected and called a bitch? Because you have an issue with your mom. That's the issue with you and your mom. I'm not your mother.
Right.
Why
I
do
mean,
I have to be blamed for the fact that, like, there was a situation? Okay, so there was something that I read, and I think they put it on my information because I proudly state that my son is bisexual at his young age. This is what he claims. This is not for me to take him out about it. Like I've always said, do I want him to be gay? No, I don't. Has nothing to do with, oh my gosh, I just feel he shouldn't be gay. It has everything to do with, I want my son to marry. I want my son to have grandkids for me. That's me. That's how I feel. But I've already let my son know because he's asked me, Mom, if I choose to be gay fully as an adult, how are you going to feel if I decide to adopt the kids? And I said, well, look, if they're Asian, if they're blazing, somebody gonna be like, so who's this little kid? That's my grandbaby. That's my grandchild. I'm not gonna give a damn. I have to support my son because that's what makes him love himself. And that's what makes him realize that my mother has my back. Period. He has to live his life the way that he wants to. The only time that I have a right to say something is when he's doing something wrong. If he decides to have a kid by a woman, you don't have to be with that woman. I'm not telling you that you need to make her a single mother. You work out whatever you need to work out. What I am simply saying to you is, God damn it, I'll be damned. Especially when you know that you were raised from a single mother. I'll be damned if you think I'm going to stand here on this fucking earth and allow you to let another child roam this earth and not have a father. And my son knows that. My son understands that. He respects that. That's how a lot of us black women need to be with our kids. But we choose to want to teach our sons the bare minimum. And that's not okay. And then we judge each other. So I know there's a lot of people that feel I should not feel so proud to be a single mother. Why? I bust my ass to take care of my kid by myself. Did I know his father was going to be a piece of shit? No. I didn't know. I did not know at all. But am I going to chase him to do something he's supposed to do? He know he's supposed to do? And coming from a single mother himself? Hell no. I'm not chasing no man to do shit. I
But
am
you know
not
what?
chasing a dude to do nothing.
But you know what, Tiff? I'm gonna tell you, man. A lot of gay and trans do not accept accountability for their actions, right? I mean, they so and I mean, and this is the messed up part. They fall in, they fall into so many protected categories. It's not even funny. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, so you fall into the gay, that's protected, right? Then you
Right.
say, well, so then you fall into the woman category. Well, that's protected, right? Then you fall into the protected gay category. The black category. That's protected. So I think they have a sense of entitlement because whatever direction that they choose to go, they have some sort of protection around them. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely. And it's hella aggravating every time you turn on the news or every time you turn on the TV. We being made fun of. We being disrespected. We being violated. Our womanhood is being questioned. Like shit like that. And then the first fucking thing, when something happens to a black man, gay, bisexual, or straight, we're questioned again. Well, why the fuck? Where were you? I was over here minding my motherfucking business. I was over here minding my business. That's why. Because when y'all go through the shit that y'all go through, y'all want us to mind our business. This is not, and I'm not having this conversation for every. I'm talking about specific ones. Specific ones. So if they feel guilty, then this message is to you. There's no way that you can sit here and normalize or explain to me for me to understand how you as a gay man or a straight man too can disrespect black women and then turn right around and still want to date us. I had a black guy tell me And he had a good job. I've always dated guys that have had good jobs, and I've never dated outside my race. He had the nerve to tell me, shit's so hilarious. He was like, "Yo, I didn't know you don't even look like you got good credit. I thought all black women got bad credit." I was like, "What the fuck that's supposed to mean?"
Oh, Kevin Hart joke.
Kevin Hart joke. Then I let that shit slide. Then he turned around and or asked me to co-sign on a car for him. You got me fucked up. I broke up with him. That's not what's gonna happen. And then the first thing that he wanted to tear me down was, "Oh, you another black bitch that don't want to support black women." Excuse me? Hello? Excuse me? That's not my fucking job to support your fucking ass by buying you a car to sit your raggedy ass in.
Yeah.
I had to fix my credit. Fix yours like I did mine.
Mm-hmm.
And how dare you ask me some shit like that? And I'm a single mom anyway. Not one time did I ask you for shit, but respect and a commitment. If you want me to be there for you, you want me to stop dating other men, you want me to be solely for you, commit to me. They can't do that. On with the feed. Hey, I'm back. You back, Koya? Okay, we good.
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
Philly, you still there?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Okay. Something happened with the feed. Y'all know StreamYard don't never let me be great. Um, but it was like, how dare he even ask me that question? My child's father, his mom, was basically when I was pregnant telling me how I'm supposed to hold him down, how I'm supposed to get him a phone because he need one. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. She was
What?
mad. Yeah, homie wasn't saying how he need a fucking job. She wasn't saying that shit. I had plenty of black women in my ear while I was pregnant telling me how I'm supposed to have his back at all costs. That motherfucker wasn't even at my damn son's birth. And then I had to dumb down and I had to check their asses because now I'm a mom. So now I had to check the shit out of his mom. His mom hates my guts. She can't stand my ass. She do not like me. And I don't like her ass either. And we've established that. We've established that.
And
You
you
are a
notice
whole single
that
mother.
this is sad because it's like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll be honest, I don't care if anybody say anything, but my biological father, you know what I'm saying, he did not, he chose the street life over being a father to me. So that made things harder for me. So I had to come up with ways to make sure I paid for my college and everything else. So it's just kind of like, and he caused me turmoil by not being there as a young kid and making promises that he always broke to me. Oh, here's a phone number that you can call me. Doesn't work. Oh, I'm going to take you here. Doesn't come get me. So it's just like, you know, it's sad because a lot of these moms do coddle their sons. They don't hold their sons accountable for their actions. Their sons could be cheating on you and everything like that. And guess what? They'll uphold the cheating and won't check their own son about what he's doing. They will not.
Will
And
not.
I've noticed that and everything. So it's just kind of like, you know, but then it's like, this is my favorite part that I hear, even on YouTube. It's the system. It's the white supremacy. It's the system is always trying to make a black man bad. The system is always trying to lock us up. And I'm just sitting here like nobody's having a real conversation about that person not doing what he's supposed to do. The white man did not prevent you from getting that job. The white man did not stop you from going to college. You
Right.
can fix your credit. You can get a car. You can do different type of things. Everything is not to blame for somebody else because I'm able to do what I'm doing. I don't blame anybody else. Take accountability. And that's what I noticed on a lot of these other black whatever channels and stuff like that that pertain mostly to black men. Those men don't take accountable for any of their actions. You can have a black man that punched a black woman in the face and they will literally sit there and say, well, what did she do to cause him to punch her in the face? Or they'll say, Maybe she deserved it. Those are things that's like it's
My baby father loved to jump on my back while I was pregnant when I would curse him out and tell him I'm leaving. Cause I'm quick to leave. I am quick as fuck to leave. Cause my integrity and the way that I love myself is too great to deal with your bullshit.
right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you,
You're not gonna fuck my crown over. And he would jump on my back and I would have to like fuck him up. Physically put hands on him. He is scared of me to this day. And they never taken care of my son. He's never met him. Never paid child support, not one time. He dodges it. He's actually been on YouTube and wrote a book and is on Amazon. Man, I'm gonna sue the fuck out his ass. I'm letting you know, bro. I hope you watching this. Cause I'm suing the dog shit out of you. Because this boy gotta go to school. And I'm
so you
not
know
getting
what?
financial aid for him. Fuck that.
So I'm gonna break it down for y'all. You know what I'm saying, and really tell y'all what the issue is, right? So a lot of the issues with black men is being raised by, huh?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So a lot of the issues with black men is that a lot of black men are being raised by single mothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of single mothers hold their sons up on a pedestal to where they feel like they can't do no wrong, right?
Right. Right.
And as they get older, they take that attitude out into the real world and think this is how life is supposed to be, or this is how a woman is supposed to treat me because this is what my mother did,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And when it doesn't go that way, they get upset. And then, too, like the father wasn't there, so they don't know how to channel their anger. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. So it just comes out in whatever form possible. You see what I'm saying? Like I guarantee you, Koya, was your dad raised by a single parent, or do you have both parents?
He was raised by pretty much he had two parents, but my other grandma decided to keep him away from his dad slick. You know what I'm saying? They just co-parented. But my his mom just coddled him so he could do anything. He can get in trouble and she's not gonna hold him accountable. You get what I'm saying? Even still with me, I don't mess with her. You get what I'm saying? And she's like that. To this day, she will put everything, she puts money on his books, she does all that stuff for him. Would she do shit for me? No.
Right. So I mean, so that goes back to the point. Like, so and I now this I don't understand why, like how black mothers treat their daughters differently than their sons. Now that dynamic, I don't understand. But that's a beautiful dog. I just noticed that. Um,
Oh,
Thank you.
but yeah, damn, you done got me distracted. I done lost my train of thought.
you were saying about how the women have basically how they raise their sons. Like for me, I'm hard on my son. I'm hard on my son because I know when he moves out into the world by himself, there's but so much I can hold him from. I can shield him from. And I want him to learn that now at a young age. Then at when he's grown and don't know shit, and then the community chews him up and spits him the fuck out. So I'm hard on him. But I also express that to him. Like I'm big on I have a GED. I was 3 months away from high school graduation when my mom passed. And I was mentally fucked up. And after her funeral, I enrolled myself into night school. So I was going to night school. I was taking GED courses all at the same time. I was working two fucking jobs, and then my stupid ass went and got another job, so like a third job. You know what I mean? And it got to the point where it was hard on me. So I'm hard on my son so that he don't got to go through that shit. But I always express to my child, you are always supposed to carry yourself like a black man. And you have to realize as a black man, you have so many issues that you're gonna be faced with. And you gotta know how to hold your shit throughout all of them. As a single mother, I'm raising my son to know that you own shit. You don't rent shit. By the time he's 17, 18, I want his ass. I want to make sure that he's a realtor. Not a realtor, a landlord. Which means I gotta buy shit myself to make sure my son got when I leave this earth. That is not my fault. And to be honest with you, I chose to leave his father because his father cheated on me. I chose to bounce on that ass. He put me through a lot. So I chose the single mother route. My mother raised me as a single mother. And then she passed me for my 18th birthday. So at this point, there is not a motherfucking person in the world that's going to tell me or make me feel like I should be less than because I'm a single mother. I also choose to be a single woman because I'm not about to allow no dude to come up in my crib and think that he could just shit and eat and sleep and control every fucking thing. When my son used to say, Daddy, I used to answer. Even up to this day, my son will tell you, my mother and my father was my mom. Both their names was Tiffany. That's it. When it comes down to my own father, he's never been there. Never been there for me. When he did decide he wanted to be there for me, it was for his own hidden agenda. I don't fuck with him now. If that man dies today or tomorrow, I ain't giving a fuck. I don't care. Don't call me. I'm not paying for nothing. Seems to me that's the only way that y'all reach out. I'm not paying for shit. But what I'm not going to do is allow him to instill the dumb shit that he has put me through as a daughter. Like, I'm 37. I got a baby sister. When I go and visit my baby sister, I'm looked at as a circus act. Who's this lady and why she looks so familiar? And then I'm expressed when somebody say, well, who's she? Oh, that's such and such's other daughter. I didn't know that I was a check mark on a job application. Are you black, white, Indian, hate this, that, or other? They check other on my ass. That's his other daughter. And the response is always, I didn't know he had another daughter. Bitch, I'm the oldest out of all the kids. You didn't know I existed? You didn't know I existed. So now I'm not going to do that with my son. You can't walk this earth and think while your mother's still living that you're going to deny a child the right to have a father. You laid down and you had this kid and you had fun doing it, right? So now your ass going to take care of this kid. I don't want to hear nothing. If I got to drag my son by his motherfucking head, by the back of his throat, because we're going to go take a DNA test. We need to know. That's how it is. That's the type of mother I am. Because I need to know if that's my grandchild so that we can start doing what we need to do appropriately. That is what you're supposed to teach your kids, especially your sons. Supposed to teach your sons you are never to disrespect the mother of their children, the mother of their children. And you got so many guys out here that that's just my baby mother. That bitch this, that bitch that. I wish you would. My baby father, he learned the hard way, wrong and strong. The next time you call me a bitch and I'm not the child of the mother of your child, watch what's going to happen. And he thought I was playing until I punched his ass in his face. I've had to also put hands on my father. I'm not proud of none of it. I'm not. But I am going to own my wrongs. And I was wrong for both times. But at the end of the day, that was the way I had to get my respect from both of them. So I don't deal with my father whatsoever. I don't deal with his side of the family at all. I'm raising my son to be the best young man and black man that he could be. He knows his rights. He knows what to do with police officers. He knows not to leave a woman out there stranded. He knows even if a woman is disrespecting herself, he does not have to. And every once in a while, he got to get a reality check. That's these kids. He's 15. That's what happens to these kids, man. These kids is crazy. But for us as Black women to sit up here and have to deal with the fact of we have to fight against police brutality and losing our sons to gun violence and losing our sons to drugs, losing our sons to murderers, rapists. We got to worry about all of that. And then we have to turn around and we have to worry about being single mothers when you have the community looking down on us. When you have a judge sitting up there saying that if your son fell into the wrong hands or did something by mistake, that it's the mother's fault. It's never the father's fault. Never the father's fault. It's always the mom's. And that's the shit that pisses me off. I heard some guy say that my son is bisexual. I should be ashamed of myself. And then that my son is bisexual because he didn't have a father in his life. First of all, I'm not ashamed. That's number one. I'm never fucking ashamed. Never. You see my fucking hair is blonde right now. I look like a dark-skinned Eminem. I'm never the fuck ashamed of shit. Never. But what you won't do is sit here and judge my character or try to tell me how my son was supposed to be. Whether his father was here or not, if he chose to be bisexual, that's what the fuck he chose to be. And that's what I'm going to accept. And that's what I'm going to hold down. And I'll come after anybody that comes for him over what he wants to be. If that's what he chooses to be, if he loves himself that way, then that's what the fuck I support. And that's how I feel. You know?
You know what, Tiff? I'm gonna tell you. So like this is how I know, right? Because I was raised by a single mother, right? I'm the only child, right? My father's from Trinidad, and I seen him once, in my whole entire life, right? And I felt like like if that if that nigga died, I wouldn't care, right? He died maybe about 3 years ago, and I was genuinely upset because I had questions that I needed answers to that I would never get answered because he's gone, right? Um, but I'm saying that to say this. So like I was that entitled dude because like my mom did so much to me. Like I mean, I didn't have to clean, I didn't have to do no dishes, I didn't have to clean my room. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just assumed that a woman was just supposed to do that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like I didn't think I had to, but that's just how I was raised. I didn't know. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that the issue is that when guys are raised like that, they don't have that mental and emotional awakening, and I mean and just really realize, how to be a man. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, no disrespect to young women, but it's impossible for a woman to raise a man. It's impossible. You know what I mean? You can show them. You know what I'm saying? You can show them, but to actually get them to that point, I think it's impossible. So
I understand where you're coming from, and you're not the first person to tell me that. And my response to it is hard, especially when you're not a man, to teach a young boy how to grow up as a man. But so far, I've been doing fucking good. My son got a 3.78 GPA grade average in ninth grade. His father would have never taught him that. My son played basketball in second and third grade. His father would have never taught him that. My son has ran track. Father never taught him that. Like, these are things that he got from mommy. You know what I mean? I'm the athletic one. My son is articulate. My son can draw his ass off. My son has been wanting to go to college since he was 6. He wants to go to Harvard. I had to tell him, that's law, right? You know you're gonna be in there for a long time, right? And then that's when he realized, okay, maybe I'll go to another college. But the ambitions that my son has and that he wants, he realizes at the end of the day, mommy has instilled that shit in him, not his father. You feel where I'm coming from, Philly? That all came from me raising him, not him. So when it comes down to it, like I specifically remember a basketball player. I can't remember which player it was. This was like in the 90s. And the basketball player's father had never been there for him. Never. And he showed up at the young man's signing. And they asked him, to like basically ask the father, everything like that. And homie said it, the son. He was like, well, this man has never been in my life. My mother taught me how to play ball. My mother helped me with the high school and stuff. My mother was my manager. My mother made sure I didn't, I stayed on the straight and narrow. If I needed to get my ass whooped, my mama did it. He's never been there for me. So my mother raised me to be a man. As hard as it was, she raised me to be a man. He's had kids. He's married. I can't remember who it was. It's not Michael Jordan. I can't remember what basketball player it was. Maybe Shaquille O'Neal, maybe not. I don't remember. But just to hear that shit got me to the point of, no, I can't raise a man. But I'm doing damn good so far, trying my best to. And if my son is a little bit sensitive, at the end of the day, compared to what we're dealing with society now and the black men that we have to deal with, not all of y'all, but some of y'all, thinking that women are supposed to be mistreated, mishandled, disrespected, called out our name, treated like shit, cheated on all the fucking time, used and abused. And then we're still supposed to stay. We're still supposed to deal with y'all. We're still supposed to support y'all. Nah, I would prefer my son to be sensitive. I would prefer my son to be a little bit on the emotional side. Because then he can humanize himself and realize, oh my gosh, I can't treat people like this. I can't treat women like this. My mother was a black woman. My mother will rock my jaw if I was to disrespect another black woman. Or any woman for that matter, but particularly black women. And Lily said something earlier. Sorry y'all, I'm going back and forth in the comments, but sometimes my iPad, when I'm sitting it straight up, I can't get to respond to you guys. I got to turn it sideways. But Lily made a good point that it's not just the black community that are single mothers. You got a lot of communities that have allowed these dudes to be, disrespectful and leave these kids as single mothers, as single, without fathers. And I understand that 100%. But we could only change our community at this point. It's just like the N word. I appreciate the Caucasian community saying that, oh, I just want that word to be gotten rid of. But at this point in time, this is a conversation that is specifically for our community. You understand what I mean? And it's not to be disrespectful. It's just to let it be known. Like, we appreciate where you come from and how you feel about it. But if we can't come in and tell y'all to stop disrespecting us and calling us the N word, we're not going to accept and be open to you telling us not to use it. Because somebody made your child feel some kind of way, or somebody triggered your child, or somebody bullied your kid for using the N word. That's you. You should have taught your child not to use that word. You should have taught your child that comes with consequences. But nobody can ever equal up, except for the indigenous community, who was also enslaved and their land stolen from them, just like we were stolen from our land, our ancestors, right? No other community can sit up here and tell us how to respond, how to act, how to feel, how to be treated, how to treat each other. They can't. You can't. So sometimes it's best for you not to be in the conversation. Just listen to it.
And you know what else too?
Mm-hmm.
Something that I notice as well is that it's common. I mean, there's a problem in the black community as far as black men not being fathers. You know what I'm saying? There are some, but it's a huge issue because I didn't have my father. And I know plenty of people around me that did not have their father in their life at all. And even y'all are saying y'all didn't have your father. There's a huge issue. And it's like, soon as I say something, anybody says something, all of a sudden everybody want to jump on it and be like, you're lying. It's not true. But I'm like, this is true. Black men are not being fathers. And I think what it is because I feel like a lot of black men aren't taught to ride to die as well for black women. They're not taught that. It's always women that are taught to hold the man down. You need to cook and clean, but the guy isn't told you need to cook, clean, make sure you care for your wife and your kids. They're not constantly told you need to make sure that you're a good father by the time you grow up. They're not, said with those type of statements. They're not sitting here, what I'm saying, pushed to be a good. We always hear about be a good wife. We never hear about black men being saying be good husbands. We don't hear that damn conversation because that's why I like the same thing. Soon as they cheat or whatever like that, you're told you need to stay there. You need to hold him down. As you said, you need to make sure that you be the woman. And are you doing something that he's not liking or whatever like that? It's like, okay, it can be the man. He can be having issues, the reason why he cheating on you or abusing you. But that's
Right.
for the man to identify what it is that he wants or whatever he's missing and to talk to the woman about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like a lot of the issues come from a lot of black men aren't taught. Just say your feelings, say what you feel and everything. Be open about what is happening to you. Do you feel alone? Do you need some damn help? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I will say this though. Um, since I didn't have my father, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I had kids, I didn't know how to be a father, right?
I didn't
I
even know
didn't.
you was a father.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me see.
And you keep saying you got the dog. I didn't know you was a father.
That's my son right there.
Yo.
Yeah,
Well, practice makes perfect, goddammit.
yeah. That's my son right there. But I didn't know how to be a father, right?
Okay.
And like I'm not gonna lie. Like even to my son, like I haven't been the best father, right? Because I didn't know how, right? And what I was given him was 1,000 times more than what I was given as a child, but it wasn't enough. You see what I'm saying? Because like as a father who didn't have, I'm thinking I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, well, I'm giving my child way more than I ever got. You see what I'm saying? But
Yep.
I'm not really doing anything. So I think that's the issue is that a lot of us men are being, brought up with not with I'm just not having fathers in the house. You know what I mean? And we just don't know how to be a father. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's like if I ask Koya, I say, hey Koya, I need you to go out there in your garage and put a starter on your car. She gonna be like, the fuck you mean put a starter on my car? You know what I mean? She not gonna know where to start. You feel what I'm saying? So but like if she seen somebody do it, you know what I mean, and like constantly see somebody do it, and somebody asks her to do it, she'll be like, okay, I have an idea of how to do it, and she can make motions to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's the issue.
Yeah. I know. Piggybacking off of what you just said, I'm glad you brought that up. I am a woman. I know what rotors are. Okay. I know what a starter is. We lost you, Koya. Um, I know what parts of the car are. I've been in relationships with men, prime example, and this right here might make your ass laugh. I was dating this guy, and he came with me one day to go get my bumper fixed. I needed a front bumper and I got into one of my car accidents. And I was like, I'm gonna fix my fucking car. I'm gonna fix my car. I'm a DIY lady. I love it. I love it. And we went to the auto shop, the body shops, and I was pricing how much it would cost. And this guy came out, and the first thing he did was go to my ex-boyfriend, well, my boyfriend at the time, go right to him and say, "What's up, boss? What you need? What's good?" And my boyfriend looked at him and was like, "Oh, you gotta ask her. I don't know." And I'm like looking at him like, you are so fucking embarrassing. How the fuck you don't know what I need? And it's perfectly fucking clear. So I was like, yeah, bro, I need a front bumper. I need a fender. I need the brackets for the bumper and the fender. Can you please just make sure that you don't mess up the radiator? Please make sure that the engine and the transmission is not messed up. Make sure that the bolts are good. Can you check my head gasket for me? And you do all this, that, and the third. And the fucking mechanic looks at me. And he looks at my ex. And he's like, um, Miss, have you worked in mechanics before? And I was like, no. It's called read. I know how to read. Real easy. I know how to get up on YouTube and look at shit. I know how to get my ass. If I can get under my car, I know how to get up under it. I've had guys try to talk to me and see me up under my hood and be like, Granny Wells is another one. She know how to fix a fucking car. And I'll get up under my hood and the dudes be like, you need help? Now this is New York for you. You need help? And then I want to test them. Yeah, do you know how to level out the fluid for the transmission? Uh to be
What?
honest with you, this I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I just thought you needed help. How the fuck you gonna know? How you gonna help me if you don't know what the fuck I need help with? You don't know all cars, even motorcycles have an engine and a transmission, boy. That's how the fucking car moves. You can't have one without the other. And
Well, you can, but it just won't move.
if the shit ain't gonna move, you need both to work together, one solid team, in order to move. I
Well,
go and I
look,
order my own parts.
hey, listen to. I got a '99 Silverado. I need to put a starter on it, and I don't feel like doing it. You got me?
If you teach me how to put the shit on the damn on the Silverado, yeah, I got you.
No, I'm just bullshit.
I got a '09 Dodge Journey with a V6 engine, 3.5 liter. Now, when I walk into the store and tell them that, they look at me sideways. The guys look at me sideways like, well,
I ain't, listen though, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. A lot of these newer cars, man, I'm not touching them, man. I'm not like, man. My wife got a 17 Audi Q5.
oh
Man,
yeah, those shits is some serious
man,
shit to
I
fix.
put in that thing. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Man, we go to the shop.
I love older cars. This is my
Yeah, I
same
do.
'09. But I love the older cars because you can get your ass down there and fix that shit yourself. When it comes
You can.
down to 15s and 16 models, you have to take those just for your transmission to get your transmission fluid switched. You have to take that to the actual dealership and
Matter
have
of fact,
them do it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You can't do brakes no more. I mean, you can't, man. Something as simple as brakes. You can't, man. So now I got well, I got Silverado and I got a 19 Honda Accord Hybrid, right? But
Right.
these cars now have electric brakes on them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you can't change the brakes the way, man. This is crazy. But we kind of got off
I
topic, so that's my
I
bad.
mean, no, we good.
That's my bad.
Listen, this is all about the black community. Whatever we want to talk about is whatever we want to talk about. It got to the point where I got into an argument with a guy, a black dude, because he ended up into a car accident and he was okay, but he had I can't remember the year of his BMW, but it was a C class, maybe a 530, 580, not CI, I think it was. And he
Yeah, that's a
got
little small too, though,
terrible.
right? That's a little small one.
Those are the
The
small sedans. Yeah,
yeah, the
they're
three
like a
series are
regular
small.
size sedan. Right, right.
No,
And
they're like compact. The three series are compact.
yeah, they are compact. They are.
Yeah.
And he was a big dude.
Yeah.
He was a big motherfucking dude. Okay. All right. So he's sitting there and he has to get a tow truck. Now he didn't get rear-ended. No, he did. He got rear-ended he didn't get rear-ended. I'm sorry. He got T-boned in the back. Okay. It was his fault, but he got T-boned in the back. All right. On I think the left side. Do you know his fucking BMW did not move? Computer shut the fuck down on him from the hit. Shut the entire computer system down. BMWs are made with computer systems. If them shits get wet, the BMW is completely done. And dude got attitude with me because I was like, oh, bruh, you might as well get you a new car. He was like, what the fuck you know about a car? I was like, I know for a fact that your shit ain't gonna move because your fucking computer has shut down on your ass.
Man,
Don't let the
Tiff, let me
titties
tell
fool
you.
you.
Man, let me tell you. I got a cousin that lived down there in Union City, right?
Mm-hmm.
And off 85, I think it's exit 60, I think it's 66, no, 64, 64, right? My cousin ran through a freaking through a puddle of water. You maybe about I say about 2 months ago. You know, it was like damn near like a hurricane. And it was raining rain. It was raining really, really, really bad on the south side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And man, my cousin, this dude, man, he crazy. But this dude ran through like a puddle of water and his car got stuck in the water, right? And somebody had to pull him out. Takes the car to the mechanic shop, right? Because the car won't start. This car threw over 50 codes. You know what I'm saying? Over 50 codes were thrown. And the mechanic was like, man, look, he said, man, this total, bro. He said, he said this total. He said it was a third no a 15 Chevy Impala. 15 Chevy Impala.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, he said this not even worth fixing. Not even worth fixing.
It's not. It's not. My
Yeah.
truck now is not worth fixing because the transmission, the gears slipped on me. I gotta rebuild the transmission. And another thing,
What year truck is it?
a '09,
And it's a what?
a '09 Dodge Journey
Oh yeah, Dodge. Yeah, yeah.
V6. I got 6 cylinders.
Yeah, Dodge Journey. Yeah, I wouldn't even mess with that one.
You know what I'm gonna do though, and you probably gonna laugh, Philly. I'm gonna keep my truck. I spent plenty of money into that shit. I own her. I'm gonna keep her, and then I'm going to get my son out there with me, and he's gonna learn how to fix his shit off of his mama.
So is it slipping or what?
Gears completely slipped. I need a whole
Okay.
new transmission.
So what you now?
Needs to be
I'm a,
rebuilt.
I'm gonna put you up on game now. I'm gonna put you up on game. Now what you can do is go to the store. So you remember that stuff called man, what's it called? So you remember when people head gaskets used to blow, and it was this
Yep.
blue stuff, and it was the blue stuff they used to put in people's cars that fix the head gasket without actually taking the head off and replacing the gasket. There's
Yeah,
some
it's
blue
supposed
stuff.
to stop the leaks and stuff like that. From I can't
Yeah,
remember the name, but I know what you're
yeah,
talking
I
about.
can remember the name either. But they have the same thing for transmissions. They have the exact same thing for transmissions, and you can put that into your transmission and get it to ride. Right,
Yeah.
take that thing straight to the dealer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, trade that bitch and trade that bitch in and get some
Oh, you
niggas.
say you saying to do the dealership the way they do us, selling it
Right,
in second
exactly.
living. I mean, I was thinking about that. My cousin told me to do that, but like I said, I'm just gonna use her as a she's gonna be a DIY, and I'm gonna be right here on YouTube, and y'all gonna see me doing this shit. Y'all gonna be teaching me all this shit. What up, Dutch? What up, y'all? I'm sorry, y'all, for not speaking. What's up, everybody? Um, but yeah, he's gonna learn how to fix his own car with me, and that's gonna be more funnier when somebody be like, "So how did you learn how to fix cars?" Yo, my mom taught me how to fix a car. What the fuck you mean? Your mother taught you how to fix a car? The shit run, right? She taught me how to fix a fucking car. Like,
Yeah, you know what, man? I had to learn, man. I had an '86 Buick Regal, right?
right.
And man, and how I learned, I got tired of going to the freaking mechanic shops, man, and they beat me upside the head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, stuff that I thought was complicated, which was really simple. Like I mean, like a starter. You know what I mean? Man, they'll charge you like $250 to put on the starter, and I'm like, shit. I mean, and it's right. It's right there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah, that's what got me. I just got tired of spending money.
Yeah, me too. I just put 6 grand. So my truck basically broke down from the rides going back and forth when I was moving to Georgia from New York. Because I drove my shit. I wasn't playing with COVID. I wasn't playing with them U-Hauls. Me and my son packed the hell out that truck. And I took like 6, 7 drives to get down here. I left a lot of stuff in New York. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And now she's tired. And I understand. I respect it. You know? So now when I get my money to put it in there, I'll put it in there. You know what I mean? But um my son gonna learn everything off of me. I got a cousin who worked at a dealership, and he also helps me and explains to me certain things. Now there's certain times my cousin will tell me, I don't think you should be doing that. Like when I tried to call myself changing my shocks. Now they tried to beat me in the head. Here's another thing. Here's another tip, ladies and gentlemen. Order your own parts. It's cheaper. The most money that you spend is in the labor. When you walk up in there and you know your shit, because I had the
Fact.
mechanic tell me, "Oh, your struts will be about $1,000 a piece." I was like, "No, the fuck it's not," because you're trying to charge me for separating them. So you want me to spend about $500, $600 to pay for the parts individually,
But
and then
to
to turn around, yeah.
you know what they're doing now? So man, I know about that, right? But like now, mechanic shops will not put on a part that you buy. You know what I'm saying? For them to guarantee that part,
Oh
they
yeah,
have to buy the part.
oh yeah, yeah, and I know that too. So I wasn't letting them guarantee my shit. It's all right. It's fine. Give me the. I'll pay you $250 and you put my fucking part on. But what you're not gonna do is tell me that I have to pay $1,000 each shock and I need 4 of them. Fuck no. No, I don't think so. So I found a mechanic guy. He ripped me off in the end when I started just listening to what he was saying. But he knew I knew my shit. And when them guys would come in there and be like, "Oh, do you know about?" And he would vouch. She'd be like, "No, she know her shit. She know her car."
Hey, and
That's
hey, matter of fact, I'm to another thing too. Get your parts from Amazon.
I
Get
got
your
my
parts
parts from
from Amazon.
Amazon.
Yes, man. When I say Amazon is so much cheaper, man, on a lot of stuff, man. Like I said, I mean, hell, man, I just put a starter for my truck, and like at O'Reilly's, AutoZone, and Summit Racing, it was like 160. Man, I got it off Amazon for like 120. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I get my
I
parts
see that.
from Amazon.
I see that you got somebody on. So hell, I'm gonna shut
Oh,
up.
that's Azalea. Yeah, I brought Azalea up. Hey, boo.
Hi, my love. How are you? Hi,
I'm
everybody.
good. Now,
So, I love the car conversation. And I do apologize if you guys hear like a squeaky because my dog is running around with this squeaky toy that he got from BarkBox. So, I
Oh, don't
apologize.
worry about it. When I first started this live, my son was in the back busting pots and pans out. So you probably gonna hear all
Okay. Okay.
that. All right.
Yeah,
He was doing his
he's like
chores.
running. He's like running around the house right now with this toy. Okay, so first and foremost, I love the car conversation. Believe it or not, people would probably not even think that I love cars the way I love cars.
Me
So
too.
my dream car that I want is a 1968 SS Camaro, black on black.
I love you.
Camaros.
Okay,
I
Lit.
love
okay.
you.
Camaros are lit.
Smooches, smooches, smooches. That is like my dream car, and I actually found one for it's like 85 grand.
No, don't do it.
Is it an antique?
Don't do it.
It's
Don't do
I
it.
mean I know I'm not gonna do that, but trust and believe I contemplated but I contemplated it. But also too, I just want to ask, since we have a king on the panel.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question for everybody, because and I put it in the chat earlier. Go baby. There's a lot of different types of cars, like BMWs, and I'm a foreign car driver. I'm not gonna lie, my car has got to be German. I'm sorry, it's just what I like. I like the speed aspect from German vehicles. So when you were talking about cars, do you think it's sexy when a woman can drive a stick? Because a lot of women do not know how to drive a stick. As a king, do you think that's like sexy if a woman knows how to drive a stick?
I think it's sexy. Hey, they could drive one and ride one. So
Well,
I think it's beautiful.
okay, so I'm saying, can I just say manual? Let me say the manual.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? I do, because a lot of men, right, will buy a stick shift just so that women won't be able to drive their vehicle.
Absolutely. And
You know?
that's why I brought that up. That's why I asked, because in the dating scene, it's so funny. Even when I buy a vehicle and, when you shop and you're looking around and things of that nature, now the whole manual thing is not even fun anymore, the way they're making cars now. But especially somebody that used to race. I used to race my GTI
Really?
in
Yeah.
Jersey, all 440.
Racers. A
Man,
couple of
look,
my
man.
exes in high school were racers.
People was like, oh my gosh, she's a female and she's driving a stick. It's this road in New Jersey. And it's called the 440. And literally, like, on some late night, please, I used to get paid on that. And
But
I'm
you know
like,
what
I'm
though?
only in third gear.
You know what though? I'm gonna tell you. If you're looking for a '68 Camaro, right, there's two places to go. It's a spot called where are you located? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm in Vegas.
Okay,
I
so I
want
think
my car like shipped to me, so I'm gonna go fly out and see it wherever it is.
I think
And
it's one.
I'm
So it's a place called Street Side Classics, right?
okay.
We sell all those old cars because I'm trying to either get a '70 Chevelle or a '69 Charger, one of those two, right?
Hmm.
And and like that '68, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You could probably get one of them for like 35, like
But
fully.
I want to make sure that
Well,
I want to make sure everything is custom, but I want the SS edition. I don't want
You
just the
customize it
regular.
yourself.
do you want a
Mm,
convertible or you want a hard top? No, convertibles cost more.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, I'm a convertible driver.
Oh well, yeah,
So yeah.
you're gonna spend about 85.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's just like, for me, like, and it's so ironic because when people sleep on women that work in these mechanic shops and things of that nature, sometimes there are people that do take advantage because women don't really know like about a vehicle or what. Oh, my husband just told me to bring the car here. You know what I mean? And you know, because some of us women do rely on, you know, the man in our home or in our families, you know, to take care of our cars. And a lot of times, if you single and you ain't got that person around, you got to take it to a shop. And like even for me, I needed front and back brakes and rotors on my BMW. And I went to like this brake place and I was like, oh, can you give me an estimate? And I knew he was going to be on some crazy like number. But he's like, as soon as he said, well, you have a BMW. When he said that, I was like, okay, so how long is this going to take? So he came back and it was some astronomical price. It really was.
And you know what's crazy? The brakes on the BMW and the regular vehicle, they ain't no different.
No.
Oh, I know, but here's the problem with the BMWs. Even like you can't just take your car, your BMW, if you're not taking it to the dealer. The only place that people probably might not notice, Goodyear is a really great place to get your car fixed.
They are.
If you have like, but everything's guaranteed. So it's like, I pay this shit, it start fucking up, you fixing it for free.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they actually did my brake job. So this outrageous number this man was talking about, he came back and told me it was gonna be like $1,800, $1,800. I called my boy at Goodyear because even there I had to get my oil changes because who wants to sit at the dealership all day? I know I don't. So there's certain places that can do oil changes like on BMWs and stuff because it's a certain tool that they need to open the oil pan or whatnot.
Right.
Well,
so Goodyear.
Like a manly man will find you super, super, super sexy. You feel what I'm saying? That's like whole like into the cars and stuff. Like now, like this new generation, they're like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that'd be a turn off for them. But yeah, like man, look here. Listen, I wish I could trade you in for my whole lady, man. Hey, listen, man, I love that, man. Like, I mean, not seriously. You know what I mean? Just
no, I know what you're saying.
You know, I support wives over here. Don't get me
But nah, like I mean, that's so just man. That's
it's intriguing. And I'm gonna share something with you too. It's like every time I went to like purchase a car, the reason I have this education is my mom used to work in the insurance field. So growing up, like she would I would say scare us, but she would bring home like photos of like accidents when, you know, people were driving under the influence.
Yeah.
And that just really stuck with me, you know, when I got behind the wheel and got my license, because I really understood, like, you know, what that responsibility was, because you don't even realize, you know, when you're behind a vehicle, like, you know, what you really working with. So that's why when there's cars such as the Camaro SS, you know, that's an investment. That's like an heirloom that I could, you know, pass down like for generations and generations and generational wealth. So, but oh my gosh, I love cars. And I just had to do it because my mom's was like, look, this is what's up. You get behind the wheel. And it was, and it like, I'll honestly say, like, that's why I really don't drink that much, because that was kind of instilled like in an early age. And when you see those type of photos where a car that you see is so, like, you know, even look at Tiger's situation. I mean, his car, they had to use the jaws of life. As soon as they said that, I already knew what that was, because my mom used to use that terminology. Yeah, the jaws of life. I already knew what that was. They had to cut him out the car, you know. So when you see a beautiful vehicle, you know, and sometimes it don't be your fault, you know, it be other people, you know. But you just gotta, I know in New York, you gotta have that 2 second reaction when you know a cab getting ready to cut you off. You gotta be ready for it.
Facts. That's a fact. That's where I've gotten into my almost dead car accidents. One on the ambulance with a Sienna, a Nissan Sienna that rear-ended me because he wasn't paying attention. And then the second one was a Honda Civic. And he ran a stop sign on my ass. And it
They
pissed
were
me
both
off.
at fault.
Both of them were at fault, but you know, in New York, it's a no-fault state, so it goes on everybody's driver's license that's involved in an accident. So I was
Hmm.
pissed. You know, the swelling of the body and stuff. It took me 3, 4. That's why I'm medically retired. It took me 3, 4 years to heal. You know what I mean? But I never let that shit stop me. I'm very lucky, and that's
You
why I'm
know
so.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Since you brought that up, I had 2 car accidents in New York in one day. In one day, I was like, something's telling me maybe I shouldn't keep this car. It was just like I had went to the Queens auction where they used to have like all these nice cars and stuff. So that's where I found my GTI.
I know what
It
you're
was
talking about.
lowered. I mean, it was hooked up.
I know what you're
Hey,
talking
tell
about.
Brandy Wowzers that 57 Bel Air is worth some serious money. When I say
Mm.
serious, that car is worth some serious money.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like
Because
I'm not like you can get you could probably get 6 figures for that car if it's
because
restored.
they're
Hmm.
they're they're antiques. Basically, you know, a lot of people like living out here in Georgia. I've seen so many old ass cars. I'm talking about like cars from the 40s. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I
Why
love
is it
car
still on the
shows.
road?
I love car shows, and they used to have one here um, inside. I'm trying to remember what hotel it's at the strip. I can't remember which hotel it's at, but they're like vintage cars. I consider them vintage. So I mean, I would rather have like a 2000 like 17 like BMW. I like one of the old school BMWs, like like the Jamaicans had from the Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before they started
You got
changing the fronts, right?
right. You got to have a classic. You gotta have a classic Beamer, and for me, like I want an M3. That's what I want now.
I
I want
want
a 2020 M3 or M7.
because like I said, I don't like the newer models because I can't do shit on my own. I want there was a car that I rented from Enterprise maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. And people be sleeping on Italian cars. But the Fiat, it was a Fiat 500C. Man, when I tell you,
I know exactly which one you're talking about. That it got a little giddy up.
man, when I tell you, so you could drive it as a regular, you could drive it automatic, you could drive it
Yep.
sport, you could drive it manual. When I tell you, as soon as the light would turn green, I'm 3 blocks away. Oh, I love this shit. And I'm a speeder, y'all. So I love the shit
I definitely am too. I
hell
definitely am too. And
driving
as a stick
ambulances taught me to
driver,
be a speeder. But I also realized I know how to maneuver a truck like a motherfucker.
see,
I love
I don't like driving trucks. I'm like, no. I mean, I could whip it. It's like I could definitely whip it. I could whip the truck, but I like just driving like a stick. And when the person that taught me how to drive a stick or a manual, I should say, um,
that's that because New Yorkers can't drive. You know what? To be honest with you,
well, I was
we can.
taught. I was
Yes, we
taught.
can.
Okay, so you got a 5 speed, right?
Yeah,
Some cars are 6 speed,
yeah,
So I was taught that you have to clear all the gears before you hit the next block.
you do.
So so
You do.
it's like
But that,
my
but
husband's like, wait, you Tokyo drift over here. What's going
but
on?
here's the thing because the Fiat, because when they gave me the rental, the guys that gave me the rental did not know how to get that shit out of stick shift. Okay. I don't
Oh my
drive a stick
God.
shift. I don't drive a stick shift. When I tell you my friends was in the car with me, and then I had one of my other friends driving my car back, and because I had to get my original car fixed. That's why I went and rented this vehicle. And then I called Enterprise. And they was like, hey, so do you want to just come on ahead? No, they called me like, hey, do you want to just come on ahead? and exchange the vehicle if you can get it here. And I was like, oh, it's good. I know how to drive it. They was like, but you said you don't know how to drive stick shift. I said, yeah, but you take it out of stick shift, out of the D4
Right.
to the D5. They was like,
Right.
wait a minute, can you say that again so I can write that down? Because I did
Oh
not
no.
do that. I'm like, yeah, you take it and you just put it in D5, and D5 is automatic. So I'm explaining to Enterprise. I'm explaining to their workers how to fucking work the damn car that I rented from them. What type of shit is that?
I used to work for them, so I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Some of them come up in there and you don't know. I've gone into AutoZone and asked for some shit by make, model, part, name, probably the part number. And they be like, what? Let's get the supervisor. Manager, she needs a part. And then the manager's looking in the system and he's like, I don't know what that. And then he starts pulling this stuff. And I'm like, so when y'all start working here, do y'all already know about cars, or are you just learning as people come in?
Well, are you talking about as far as like enterprise? I'll explain to you what happens. Well, all rental car companies, basically with the fleet, what happens is they switch out cars all the time. So I used to work in Manhattan on 50th Street. I used to work for National in Alamo, which is owned by Enterprise. And then I ended up going to Newark International Airport and working there. And I would be the bitch to tell people, I'm sorry, we cannot rent a vehicle to you today. I used to be the one with the bad news. I'm sorry, nope, you cannot rent a vehicle. You do not have the proper identification. Because after 9/11, Enterprise stopped, renting vans. Those caravans that you used to be able to rent if you had to move or whatnot. Those. You had to, at Newark International Airport, you had to fly into the airport to rent a car. You couldn't just roll up and just pick up a car. And the only person I did that for was Cameron. I let Cameron rent a car. That was the only person that I was like, okay. He was the only one.
I guess I'll let you do it. Yeah, like I've rented. So since I was renting at the time, because I was actually learning how to drive. So I was renting a bunch of different cars. Plus, for my first car, I didn't know what I wanted. My first car was a Nissan Versa. And that shit was small as hell. I'll never go like that again. I'll never do that. I'm too tall for that fucking car. Okay? But I've driven the Hyundai Sonatas.
Those Sonatas was dope when they first came out, because that was the first pairing where you could put your Bluetooth and your radio. The Sonata had it going on.
Yo, so the Jackie Robinson, for any New Yorkers, the Jackie Robinson that drives from Queens to Brooklyn, okay? From Bushwick, Brooklyn, all the way to Queens. When I tell you, the curves on the Jackie Robinson are serious.
Oh, yeah.
Sidewind like a motherfucker. That Hyundai Sonata, I would drive my dumb ass, driving at like 75 miles an hour, like a fool. I own that. I'm a fool. And this was not how I got into my car accident stuff. But that fucking car would hug the hell out of those turns. Put that shit on sport. Oh. Make you want to screw that goddamn car. I promise you that. That shit hugged the fuck out of a goddamn curve, okay? The Fiats are very good. I know somebody was.
I like the Coopers, the Coopers, the Cooper S, it looks like a little, it's like a little station wagon.
Yes,
that shit is dope because it has two sunroofs. Yes, and it has two sunroofs.
They say those are fast. Those little mini.
They are. I rented one for 2 months. Back in 2019, I rented one for 2 months, and I really enjoyed it. Like, as far as the gas, I look for gas because I'll say this, driving, German cars like I always do, it's premium gas. You can't put no regular shit in there.
No, you can't.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
And you gotta put additives in that shit too.
Man, listen, okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I got a 19 Honda Accord hybrid, right? Man, when I say that thing busting on gas mileage, man, I probably get about 42 miles to the gallon.
That's what's
in
up.
right in a full I mean in a full size car, man. But yeah, those Mini Coopers get good.
Mm.
Yeah, the Mini Coopers are dope. And then
Mini
also
Coopers are
too,
good.
what's another dope car that I rented, because with Enterprise, what they do is like literally, like when I worked there, I would wake up in the morning and go to work, and then we would have at that location, because it was inside a garage, because you know how New York is, it was inside a garage. So
Yeah.
we would have like 40 cars like downstairs, you know what I mean? And we would have to bring them up and do all of that stuff. But then the cars that was left, we would have like, it's the fleet people. They would come from like Jersey, they would come from Philly, and they would switch the cars out. And they would just take them, and then we have new ones. So they did that all the time, and that's a really good job if you're like a really good driver, to be part of like an Enterprise like fleet. If you're a really good driver, that's a good job. And Hertz does it too.
Yeah. But Hertz likes to run your credit in New York to get to rent a car. You gotta have
Yeah,
at least
because
a
that
600.
debit. Yeah, and then this is why I always, like, every time I travel, real talk, I don't go to Enterprise. I don't care if I'm flying in or flying out or whatnot. I don't care what it is. I go to National. When I rent cars, I go to National. I'm part of like the little Emerald Club. I can pick whatever car I want. Okay, yep, that's it.
That's me
I ain't
with
paying no upgrades,
Enterprise.
no nothing. Then when you pay, then when you pay for your reservation, it's literally what it said on the goddamn reservation. If it's
Right.
$210, when you get to the airport, it's $210. And
Yeah.
that's what they put on your card. And then you return it, and then then the charge goes through. It's a hold on your card until you return the car.
Right.
So, but I used to work my tail off at Newark. I worked with the people that was them not returning cars, all of that stuff. You'd be surprised. People rent cars and actually think that they're actually their cars, and they don't they don't bring them back.
Man, I didn't see some shit on the 40 on first 48 or 48 after, or whichever one you
Mm-hmm.
want to pick. Especially out here in Georgia. These fools be doing murders and then taking the damn rental back. Like, what the fuck you thought? Like, I
That's
don't I
crazy.
don't understand. And then they pull up to the rental place and they be like, yeah, so this was involved in a murder. The fuck you mean the rental was involved in a murder? What do you mean?
And the sad part is that if any of those, say for instance, any of those rental places, like, they got the off ones that's, where you just walk in and rent a car. But
Right.
people don't realize, when you at the airport, honey, that's state police. Okay. That's federal police. That's Port Authority. That's all of that. You cannot be messing
Can't play no
around
games.
at the airport. Okay. That part. People don't
Can't
realize.
play no games.
No.
Out here
Mm-mm.
at the Atlanta airport, I have to pick my cousin up from all the time, and they be like, you can't sit here, and I'm like, okay, and thank the Lord he be walking out right then and there, because I don't like to fuck with the police, yo. I don't want them saying hi to me. Leave me alone. So when they come and they see me, I be like, all right, fine. And then there's one cop saw me come in twice in a week, and he was driving behind me on the I think it was the highway. He was driving behind me, like the highway to enter,
Oh, okay. You're
and
going to the airport.
to enter to go into the airport, and I made some sharp turn, and he pulled up beside me, and he looked, and I just waved at him, and he was like, roll your window down. So I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't do nothing. Like, what did I do? Like, I wasn't speeding. And he was like, you came around that curb real sharp. I thought you was gonna hit. I was like, oh no, sir, I know how to drive. He was like, women always say they know how to drive. Like, he tried to do his little flirting and shit. I don't want you. You're a police officer. I don't want you. So he was like, no, you really came around that curve like a NASCAR speeder. I was like, well, sir, I've driven ambulances for 20 something years. He was like, oh, never mind. You enjoy your night, and rolled the window back up. Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the answer to your question. That's why I came
Mm-hmm.
around that curve and did not hit. Sometimes I scare my
Okay.
cousin when people are cutting me off and shit. He'd be like, wait. And I'd be like, please.
You were because you know why? Because you a New York driver, and then also too, you know what freaking highway tore my car up in New York? So that damn Van Wyck, honey.
Ooh, the Van Wyck. Yeah, no, you can't take the
Oh,
Van Wyck. You gotta
oh
take
my
the back
God,
streets.
them potholes. I would be driving. It's like boom. I'm like,
You gotta take the back streets.
oh
That's
God, I
my
hate that
like I
highway.
grew up in all over Queens. So when I would be driving out there, like, and especially when you drive the ambulances for private companies, which is where I started,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they have GPS trackers on you, on your
Oh,
ambulance.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
So they'll tell you to take this way, take that way. Man, I get off that damn highway and take the way I know, and they
Okay.
can't track me. They be like, excuse me, bus 77, where are you? I'm in Queens. You're not on our route. That's because I'm already here. You don't see me on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already here. But you were supposed to take the Van Wyck, sir. Sir. I'm not taking the Van Wyck. The Van Wyck is backed up with traffic. I know my way around here. Okay, well, head to the Bronx on the 1. Here we go again. You want me to put the emergency lights on and go for it? All right, I got you. Then once again, they can't find my ass again, sir. I grew up in the Bronx. Like I know these areas. Like, let
Mm-hmm.
me drive. I've had patients that would call and request me. They be like, "Cause she play music and she get me where I gotta go real fast, and it's a smooth ride. She be chit chatting and she be cracking jokes. I love her. I want her every time, every single time." And they couldn't stand my ass because nobody else would get calls because I was the main one that the patients wanted. Like, it's
That's
real
good.
easy.
That's an
It's real
accolade,
easy.
honey. That's an
A big
accolade.
accolade, girl. I'm proud as hell of that, honey. You know how many lives I've saved doing weird shit in the ambulance, but my main focus was not about the, oh, okay, let me just stick to the job description. My main focus was to care about the community. And if this person is dying, I'm his only hope to get him to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
But see,
mean?
that's what
So
makes that's what makes you unique because you have to understand there's people that have a job and there's people that have a career and there's people that have, goals and aspirations and live by their own code of their dreams and aspirations, which is morals. I mean, if you really boil down to it, that's what it is. It's morals. It's morals in everything that you do and how
it
you
is.
move and what you do every single day, especially when you're dealing with life, in your
Facts.
hands.
Facts.
You can't just be like, well, shit, let me go and get a Nathan's hot dog. And you know what I'm saying, with somebody in the back of the bus. That's just insensitive. Anybody that's like that does not need to be on the front line, nor need to be in that line of work. And
You're right.
that happens. And it's some people that just, take a job because they need a job or they need a paycheck. And I think, right now with everything that's going on in this pandemic, it's just so much. It's so many opportunists out there now that people that normally have business meetings can't have business meetings. So everything is done over the internet.
Right.
If you're working, because me, when I do business with somebody, I like to sit down, vibe, eat dinner, talk about, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. But that's the way I handle my business. But since the pandemic, you can't really do that. So it's like you're really kind of at a standstill to kind of make any moves because the internet is so kind of right. Like now, kind of too many opportunities is like distrustful, you
True.
know?
You absolutely right about that. Indeed. Indeed. Well, before we leave out of here, I brought
Yes.
Miss Azalea up so that we can premiere her video, her
Yay. Y'all
music
about to rock
video.
out to my song, Rude Boy. Rude
Now,
Boy.
y'all got to make sure that y'all can tell me if y'all can hear it. Y'all know how stream y'all be bugging. All right. But let me know if y'all can hear it. Y'all see this, right? Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm working off my laptop, y'all, so y'all got to give me a minute. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You want to do a little intro? You want to let everybody
Yes.
know?
Okay, this is Rude Boy, and I'm Azulay Music. And you can follow me on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Rasta1314. Thanks, Ted.
Come on, StreamYard.
I think it's paused.
Yeah, I just took it off. Don't tell me I got to do this all over again. Oh, can y'all hear it?
I don't see anything.
Hold on. Ooh, God damn, StreamYard, you never want me to be great. All
Well,
right,
that's my husband, y'all.
y'all got to give me a minute. I got to get the StreamYard. Got to get it together. Give me a second, y'all. Got to start
I
this
can
all
mute
over
my
again.
mic, Tiff.
All right. Well, you don't got to do it now. We can just
Okay.
wait. Because I got to make sure that the volume and everything is up. Y'all can hear everything. Seeing you can hear me in the background, right?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go again with this shit. This was the problem last week. Every time I go on my on the StreamYard on my laptop, it always crashes the laptop. Or it crashes the Microsoft Edge. So I gotta do this
Oh,
all over
okay.
again. I had it up the whole time we was on the stream waiting, so I guess it just was like, bitch, you taking too long.
Try using Chrome instead of Edge.
I tried to download Chrome on my laptop. I have it on my desktop. But the problem is my desktop does not have a camera. So that's why I've been using this. My laptop. And I just premiere it from there. But
Well, I appreciate all of y'all.
once these taxes come up in Chia, I know a lot of us is waiting. Yo, did y'all see that damn big ass gold statue that they posted? Granny Wowzer sent that to me. These fools, they made a big statue of this idiot Trump. Let me pause the music for a second. This idiot Trump, they got a whole big ass statue of him, right? Don't make no damn sense. A whole big statue of him that's fully gold. Okay? Fully fucking gold. Wait, who's that? Oh. Fully damn gold. That makes no sense at all of why they would give him a statue. I don't
They
understand
need
it.
to melt that. They need to melt that on down and give everybody a bar gold. They need to go on and melt it on down.
Right. Okay, Granny, no problem. Yeah, they need to, because I'm not understanding how we're still in a pandemic and COVID. That shit was named 19 for a reason. So I'm not understanding how 2021 we're still dealing with it. And March is this week. But y'all found the damn
Wow.
time to make a whole big ass statue of this fool in some shorts. That's what I
and my Jocelyn Hernandez, I cannot.
yeah, they got their priorities fucked up. That's how I feel at this point. Y'all got your priorities fucked all the way up.
I cannot.
Yeah, cause what was the point of doing that? Look at what Christina said.
I'm upset because he did. How many times did he get impeached? I mean, you from New York, I'm from New York. We know how many times this man done ran and filed bankruptcy and done had a whole bunch of debt that he created for himself, and he always gets out of it. It's just like everything that he does, he does not. People are not holding him accountable, and that to me, that's unacceptable. You saying you are a leader, but you not. He wasn't my president. Shoot,
That's because the
Obama's still my
Republicans.
president.
That's because the Republicans voted against impeaching him twice. They have
But that's what
voted.
I'm saying.
He's
But that's what
already
I'm
impeached,
saying.
but they voted against him being tried. And then the last
And
time he was supposed to
prosecuted,
be
yeah.
impeached, right? They voted against him being impeached. When COVID-19 first hit, he was dealing with an impeachment then, and they voted for him not to be impeached.
It's crazy to me. I'm sorry. After January 6th, my whole life changed, just like everybody else's life. This has been changed over this last year, and it's unfortunate that the majority of people that are getting hit are people, um, with this vaccine stuff. It's just too much. It's
Hey,
just too much.
he got the name Teflon Don for a reason. That man
He ain't
Teflon,
no
man.
damn Don. He a dummy. Helter skelter.
Listen, they do not hold that man accountable. I mean,
For nothing. I mean, 5 people died. That's like, I mean, that's like, I mean, it would be the same to me just because Tiff, like my legal stuff. So I'm thinking like with that legal mind. Because I told you a lot of times when I think like that, it keeps me out of a lot of stuff. But
Right.
that's just like somebody's in a car and that person is inebriated in the car. They don't smoke, they don't drink. You don't smoke, you don't drink. Everybody done did everything, and everybody in the car, and the driver loses control of the car. Okay, well, the insurance company and the police is gonna hold him responsible because he made a decision. Do you understand what I'm saying? And and if those people don't make it or walk away, or even if they do walk away but they have injuries, the police are still gonna prosecute that driver. So why can't he be prosecuted for what he did to this entire country? I have no, I can't swallow that.
Me
I'm ready to
neither.
move to the, I'm ready to move to the UK because
That's a
I gotta
fact,
go.
yo.
I like, and I, I'm born here. I love the freedom here that we have. But it's just when he won, you know what Eddie Murphy said back in the day, his delirious thing when he was like, I'm gonna go vote for Jesse Jackson, and then he's like he fucking won like the next day. That's how I was when the next day they say he was president.
Made no damn sense to me at all. I was like, this shit don't make no sense. I'm so sick of this shit. Why is he even president? Like, I don't understand. Why is he even freaking president at all?
What does it say? Christina says, Azulay, your picture says to me, don't, oh, no, that's not that, honey. I was following direction, from my photographer. And so that picture, well, I guess, no, that picture's saying New York, honey. So I guess if that comes with it, I guess so,
Christina,
I'll
and they
take
cussing
that.
me out. I'm trying to get it together. I told you my damn laptop bugging. I need to switch to my Google Chrome, but I got to get another charger for it. I got like 2 or 3 laptops, but
Yes, because a lot of times too, like because I don't know how StreamYard works, but if you want, you could just go to YouTube and just copy the link and just open another tab and see if it'll open that way.
yeah, that's what I did. Now let's see if it works, and hopefully y'all can hear it. I'm hoping that y'all can hear it. If not, then I might have to copy the link and add it to the video in the description box, and
Oh
then
yeah, y'all can definitely rock out that way too. You can do
yeah,
that, Tiff. It's all
and
love.
and then I'll probably screen record it from my phone and download the file to um StreamYard, because this sharing is aggravating as hell. And see, look, StreamYard won't load it. The damn circle. It will not let me be great.
It's all good. It's all good, love. I appreciate you wanting to do it though. Thank you.
For
It's all
sure.
love.
I'm determined, god damn it. I'm gonna get this together. Um but I will link it to the yeah, it's bugging out right now. So I'm just gonna leave it alone for the night. I might try and come on tomorrow and premiere it.
how about this, Tiff? Why don't you give her permission to share her screen,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
you
she
can
can
do
play
that.
it.
You know how to do it, Azalea?
Let me see.
We need Black T Blog. Where's she at? We need
Okay,
her.
so wait, I think I might wait. I think I might have a solution. Hold on. I don't know if that's gonna work though. Hold on.
Stop this.
Because I don't want to mess it up. I want to like just drop. Hold on.
Right.
Because you know I don't know nothing about this YouTube.
So I think what you have to do is, let me drop the link for you. So I drop the link and you use another device, right, Philly Kid?
Let me see. I think
Say
I
one
have a
more time.
solution.
Talk her how to do it. Teach her how to. Tell her how to do it.
All
Oh,
right,
you
so
know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go on my cam and I
okay,
can play it
so
on my television if you want.
all right, so go to share screen
Me?
and then hit. Are you gonna hit share screen? See, hit share screen again, and then you want to hit share window. You see the window application or Chrome tab or whatever tab you have that video in. That's the
You
tab you
talking to
want
me
to.
or Azalea? For
Azalea.
Azalea? Okay.
Okay, hold up.
Good matter of fact, like, all right, let me pull something up real quick, and I'll show you.
Because I actually, if you want, you can share it.
So let me see.
You can share it on. Can he share it on his Tiff?
All right, so like,
Yeah, he could if you know. Yeah, you could do
You
that.
can.
You could
I
do it,
give you
Philly.
permission
yeah,
for
see
you to
that?
do it, Philly. I can't see anything but your
Oh,
picture.
wait, Philly, I got you right here.
See, yeah, see, I'm sharing that. I'm trying to find a PS5 too, so that's
Okay, so wait, so go into your, if you don't mind, if you could do it for Tiff since she's having technical difficulties.
all right. What is it?
So just go to YouTube.
I'm on it.
And just put Azalea, Azaleh, Rude Boy.
Okay.
And I should have like on a yellow dress.
A yellow dress. All right, hold on. Let me share it, and you can show me which one it is.
Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Let me see.
Yeah, because you know I'm learning every damn thing, but I let everybody know I'm learning it. So yes, I'm slow to YouTube, y'all.
All right, can you see it?
Hold up.
You
It
gotta
just came
share.
up.
Okay,
Can you
yeah.
see it?
So it's the top one where I have a fur coat on. It's that one.
That
This
one.
one. Can you hear it?
A little
Yeah, you
bit.
can turn it up. Yeah, I can hear it a little bit.
Can you hear it better?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Good.
that shit up the right way. Pizza to my team, okay. Rude boy, come around me with it. Gotta have a rude boy in me say. Sexy like Junior, go put that shit up the right way. NYC to my team, okay. Rude boy, come around me with it.
Thank you, y'all.
No problem. I
Thank
will be
you.
premiering it again once I get every damn thing situated.
And I know
Appreciate you,
Philly
Philly.
Kid. Thank you, Philly Kid. I know you was rocking because you heard the bass.
Yeah, it was cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you
No
so much.
problem. I will be also posting the link. So I'll be posting the link into the description box. Um, I appreciate everybody for coming on. I appreciate Koya for coming and saying what she had to say. Philly Kid, I appreciate you. Granny, I appreciate all y'all for supporting me. Definitely, for sure. And Azalea Boo, I
Yes.
appreciate you too, girl. Told you I was gonna support you. I told you.
Yes, you did. Enough love, enough love. So we got to chat it up anyway. So thank you so much for all the love, all the love, all the love. And I appreciate you. And make sure you guys check out Ageless Music too. It dropped yesterday.
Right. Oh, it's another one. I did watch your interview with your
Yes,
with the other I
with
can't
the
remember his
guy,
name.
Keenan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keenan. Yeah.
yeah.
So you got a video that came out too?
No, it's the same. It's the same thing. I just put it on my platform as well as Ageless Music has a platform by itself. So that's the one that actually went live on yesterday because I was trying to go live on my platform with it yesterday and I was freaking out. So I ended up going into the chat like 18 minutes in. So I was learning too. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? I can't go live. So it was really weird, but I appreciate everybody that watched it. I am looking for, feedback from, all the YouTubers that do support me because this is what y'all do. What I'm saying? I'm not, a content creator. I'm just using it for our little podcast to expand our brand and stuff. So, but I do appreciate constructive feedback. So
No
I've gotten
problem.
some already. So yeah, but the next episode will be premiering on March 15th. So it's gonna be something a little bit different, but we're gonna try to give y'all something different every time and just welcome everybody into our life, as independent artists, as independent creatives. So and I appreciate all the love. I really do.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Most definitely. Well, I appreciate you for stopping by and allowing me to play your video.
All right,
Um,
mama.
Philly, I appreciate you. You always come by showing love, most definitely. Oh, Christina, she is actually starting her YouTube channel real soon. I will be linking that as well. And
Big up Christina.
Euphoric Cusp. I can't find her comment. Dang. But Euphoric Cups, she is also starting her she's also starting her YouTube channel as well. She does a lot of cute DIY stuff. I love DIY things. Like I'm gonna be reupholstering my couch real soon, and y'all are gonna be sitting right here while I do it. So this is what we're gonna be doing. Yeah, we ain't got shit else to do. It's a pandemic.
Peace and blessings, y'all. You have a wonderful night and a prosperous week.
Thank you, boo. Mwah, mwah.
All right,
Peace
y'all. All
out,
right, sis.
Philly.
I got a test I got to take, so I'm gonna have to hop off too.
All right, good luck on that.
I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, later. Well, thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate y'all that are still rocking out with me. I am not making this into no 3, 4, 5 hour live. I have only done that one time. Um, Eventually I will be, well, right now, like I said earlier in the video, I am working on putting a comedy um style type of thing together. where I get a bunch of comedians up here on my platform and we're just going to crack at the jokes. So y'all could actually see how stupid I am in real life. Some of y'all already follow me on Stereo. Oh, Christina, this is the Golden Girls. Wait, sorry. Somebody's face was stuck in my fupa. It's the Golden Girls. Can y'all see it? Um, so yeah, I will be getting it together, and then, like I said, we're in a few weeks. I will be airing with intro, outro, and everything for my little channel. If y'all need any help with y'all YouTube stuff, and I know it's what I know, I will help y'all, no problem, and it's free of charge. Um, so yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation at the beginning of this video. And if you have anything to say about it, or you have anything that you'd like to add, it doesn't matter. You can just drop it in the comments. I welcome all constructive criticism, even a negative. So enjoy, be safe out there, wear y'all mask, and don't let nobody defeat y'all. Be your genuine self all the time. And if it's not meant for somebody to like you, who gives a fuck? Fuck their opinions. Their opinions don't fucking matter. Love y'all. Mwah. Later.